Hi everyone, it's Jenny with Joey and Jenny's Little Yellow House. We're on YouTube and Instagram at Joey143Jenny, and we're on Facebook at Joey and Jenny's Little Yellow House. Welcome to everyone. Since my phone has been shutting off before I tell you how much we appreciate you and that we pray blessings over you and that you're so loved, I thought I would do that at the beginning of the video in case this one too abruptly ends, as they say. All right, well, okay, I'm finally getting to my travel project. So remember, I made the travel project bags that I'll slide some stuff in to work on the plane. I have a very, very short layover going, which is very nice. But the flight is fairly long since Cathe lives many states away from me. So having a project really helps. I really didn't know until today what I wanted to do. And then I thought, you know what? I'm just going to work on the Four Seasons journal. So here's the Four Seasons journal. So I'm wanting to do a book cover, journal cover that is slow stitch. So what I have here is you can use anything. This is a scrap of cotton, and it's pretty much kind of like tea towel fabric. I'm not even sure. I know I got this at a thrift store. There was a bunch left over from some project and I bought it. So all I'm doing is lightly going around with the pencil, just visually to give myself an idea on, you know, where the spine is and where the edge is, because depending on how much this draws up with my stitching, I just want to kind of have an idea. I think I'll wait till I take it off, but I'm going to leave it on while I measure. And this is obviously a loose measurement, but I just want to kind of have an idea and use the book as my guide. Yellow hair here. Okay. Bear with me here for a second. I just want to make it sure I lined it up again on that side. This isn't super technical. I mean, you could actually measure, but because it's so full, I don't know if that makes a difference in how much it fans or not. And I don't know if I'm even getting this straight. We'll see when I take it off. I just kind of wanted to have an idea before I start laying out. The fun thing about it is I already knew which fabric I wanted to use, because I wanted to use the Cathe Holden's fabric, because I have so much, you know, of the snippets and such. It's perfect. Oh, pardon me. My goodness. I feel like every time I start the video I start coughing. Okay, so see what I did here is I've gapped up, but that's okay, because really all I wanted to do was just kind of get, like, you know, where these are going to start and end. So I'm just going to draw a little bit of a line here. Okay. That's not very straight. Well, I guess it's straight enough. Okay. You know, it's one of those things. It's straight enough. Hopefully. And since this is larger, I think that's going to be nice too, because it will pull, and I hope I left enough, but I always wish I had more. I'm going to use the longest of them to try to measure. Okay. I mean, you know. So I did press this. It still has some kind of deeper wrinkles in it, but it's not, it is flat. That's really what I wanted, is it to be flat. Boy, I'm so far off here. I'm gonna go right here. Basically what I'm going to do is I want to make sure that if I have something really graphic, I don't want it to cut off, you know, whatever the main design is right here where the line is, because that'll either get cut off or turned under or something, you know. Okay. All right. So there's that. Okay. So then this will be the front of the journal. I'm going to put my wool mat underneath it, just to have a little workspace. That's all I'm going to do. And then I'm just going to go through Cathe's fabrics and pull out some from hopefully every collection. And I'm trying to think how I want to do it. I could go, you know, I could do kind of a rainbow across, start with all the pinks and move into the reds and greens and things like that. Or what I might do is try to put colors that are pink, colors that are spring and summer, and then transition to autumn and winter in the back. So that might be what I do. I kind of think that might be easier for me to do. So I am just, and I'll press these, whichever ones I choose. I'm going to take some larger ones, and I can always cut them down, but take some larger ones and just start placing. Can always cut down, and then also we're gonna, you know, we'll layer things up too. This is her leather and lace and Amazing Grace, and oh my gosh, it's beautiful. But let's see if we have any scraps in there. And this is really pretty. This is perfect for perfect for, what am I doing? Slow stitching. So I'm going to pick out some colors that would be springish. That could go with the fall. I don't know. We can leave it out. Ooh, this is very pretty right here. That could be fall. And what's great about this is that blue and orange together would be very pretty for the autumn and winter. So pretty. I think I'll take this one too. Again, we'll see what happens. I don't know. We'll just take a few pieces here and there, which is kind of what I think I might do. I like this light blue one. Put that orange over there. And I like these yellow ones. I like them all, but this, just trying to kind of stick to my little baby theme here that I have going on. Okay. I save everything. As a matter of fact, that orange one would be fun in the back. Okay, and if nothing else, it'll go into my pile to where I put it on a little dangle. Okay. All right. Now I put that in my. I'm going to put some of these little ones in my little cup here, my little bowl. Okay, I can't spend forever on every fabric line because she has so many beautiful fabrics, and I need to kind of want to go into all of them. That's pretty. This is off of her Leather and Lace in Amazing Grace. It's beautiful. I wonder if that will tear. Wow. Very strong. Not sure I like how that tore. Can you see what happened there? It kind of stretched the image. So I think what I'll do is, let's see if I can find that same image somewhere. If not, I'll use this one. I'm sure I can. There's so many scraps. But I'm going to keep this out just in case. All right, I'll put this back. Kind of get all that air out of there. To the side. I think what I'll do is toss it on the ground. Okay, here's another bag. And yeah, this is also Leather and Lace in Amazing Grace. So let's look. Yeah, here's that leather belt again. It's a pink leather belt, it looks like. These are those cutoffs that Cathe sent me. So fun. I'll leave it like that. Okay. Okay. Let's see what else is in here. That's pretty. That would be pretty in fall. Let's take a snip of that. Maybe a couple of snips. Okay. All of these are so beautiful. So this front will have a lot of pinks, and I think I'm going to use that was hard to reach. I'm reaching around something here. Yeah, I think I'll use my little pinks here. They just cut better. I need to get out those really good ones that I bought, and I do like them, but gosh, they're heavy. That's sweet. Who doesn't love gingham? If I'm crooked, I can straighten her up later. That's pretty. They're all pretty. Here's some blue. I don't think I'm going to use the blue there. I'm going to use this blue on the back. For winter, I think. Kind of maybe in between Christmas and fall. Here's the Amazing Grace. I would like to use that. It's beautiful. If you haven't seen Cathe's story on this fabric, She actually has a video on her YouTube channel, Cathe Holden, and it explains each fabric line. She has a wonderful description, video description of each one, but this one is Amazing Grace, Leather and Lace and Amazing Grace is actually a testimony of hers through her battle with cancer. So if you haven't seen that, it's absolutely a beautiful, what she, you know, how she explains what she went through and the inspiration for this fabric. I think this would be pretty too. I invite you to go over and look and tell her hi. Okay, yeah, so you know I'm excited about, you know, getting to her studio, because it's where all the inspiration happens. Now, isn't that pretty? Faith bigger than fear. Love it. Let's take that. Now, I'm not going to trim this one out. I'll wait and see where I'm going to put it, because some of these won't go on the first layer. It'll go on additional layers. Okay, now this one, which one is this one? I don't remember the name of this one. This one is called, oh my gosh, what is the name of this one? It has a really fun name. Now see, that would be pretty for summer. Has a really, really fun name. This one is fun. Maybe it'll come to me. We'll see. Maybe. I don't think I'm going to put that. It's kind of bright for what I'm wanting to do. I do want this one. I think I'm going to pull this one out and take a full view of the bird in case I decide to applique that on there. I do sometimes I'll do some applique on. Okay, and I think a lot of this is going to be some repeat in just different colors. So yeah, okay, so I think we'll save that. I have some ideas. It's coming through my mind as I'm going through this. Vintage Soul. Vintage Soul. That's the name of this one. Gosh, I hope I can remember all the names. And I think that's what's in the rest of this bucket here, this bag. Like that. Pull that out. Now, it may not all end up being Cathe Holden on this journal, but I thought, wouldn't it be fun to start with the Cathe Holden, you know? Okay. Look at this. She has this fabric also in, oh, I can't remember what it's called, but instead of it being a collage, it has each piece kind of pulled out individually, so you can use it for whatever you want to use it for. And I think I have some of that over here. But why not use the scraps? That's fun. Cut this one. Okay. So I'm cutting bits as well as getting things ready. So Need to look at, I'm going to look at a few other, okay, that one can go back in for now. Let's look at a few other things. What is, this one looks like a little bit of everything. Yeah, because that doesn't go in there. That goes in this one. I think. Maybe I've got the whole thing mixed up. That one, yeah, that one I think I might have mixed up. Okay, moving on. Let's look at the scraps before we look at the other stuff. Okay, can I use this on here? I don't think I will. I love it though. Can I use this on here? I think I could use this for summer. I think it'd be fun for summer. I'm just going to take a little bit. This is a very fun scrap right here. Yeah, I guess the lesson for me in using scraps is, you know, if you run across at a garage sale or a flea market or something, a bunch of, you know, a baggie of scraps, and it's, you know, $1 or whatever, man, it's worth getting, because even though I didn't pay for these, you've seen, I've bought baggies of scraps, and this is what I like to use them for. I love to use them in, that one almost looks winter, doesn't it? Put that over here. I love to use them in my slow stitching, and you can just pull out whatever you want. This is pretty right in here. Whoopsie. That will be very pretty on, I think I'll cut that too, in the spring. And then I cut it in half, and then here's the other part of it, which would also be pretty. Then we can layer something else on top. Okay. All right, so okay, those are not scraps, those are yardage that I bought. So I'm gonna be done with this bag for now and see what else we have. I want to find some bigger pieces to lay down. Okay. This is Cathe's flea market find, I believe. Such a fun one. Okay. Well, there's a little bit of leather and lace. This one, I'm not super sure. It says handmade. It's fun. I think we could just take a whole strip of that. That would be cute in the spring section. So as you can tell, this is not going to be done in one video. I mean, we might get some done, but okay, this is, I don't know if you can see that. It's two little birds in their eggs. Sweet. So that is probably going to be appliqued on. What I'll do is I'll stitch it on and then I'll go around the birds. So I want to make sure I get a full view of it, and then I can always trim after, you know, trim around it after I sew. Okay. These are super fun. just to lay down on the paper, but I like to sew around them, cut around them, and use them as buttons on here. So I'm going to take a section just for use. Okay. I've kind of got this kind of messed up a little bit. Okay, here's the green. Do I want the green instead of the blue on the front? Yeah, I think I kind of do, because, well, I'm going to leave it. I'll make that decision, but I'm going to cut another one out because, oh, this looks like, is this smaller? No. The reason I'm hesitating is because I want to use a lot of the blue on the back for winter, I think. So, but we can go ahead and cut it out. Oh, sorry I bumped you. Okay, so here's some more fun stuff. So this is what I was talking about. See how it's laid flat, kind of a flat layout. This is just obviously a cutoff, but what's neat about it is when you purchase the flat lay or whatever they call it, then you can, if you want, cut it out, or you can stitch around it, or, you know, whatever. You could use the whole thing as a quilt top and then stitch around some of the bigger things if you wanted to, or smaller things, or whatever. So that's pretty. I think I'll use that in the autumn. Cherries we could use up front. And I'm not concerned that I don't have the whole thing, because I'm going to be layering anyways. So, you know, who knows what's going to be layered, you know, on top of that, or whatever. So I'm just picking out right now things I like, and then we can, as we go, we can just decide. Okay. Those are sweet. What is that? Linen drapes and shawl linen. That's fun. Okay, I see a few that we could cut. This extra fine handmade, I think I will cut that out, because in the back we'll do the Christmas will be red and winter will be blue, and maybe this will help it to all blend together. Why don't I just take that as well? Okay, put that over there. I'm going to keep this one. Okay. All these little fibers are making my nose itch. Okay, and I think I'm going to take this green ticket, which will also be fun, on the back. I think it'll go on the back, but I'll have it just in case. What I'll do is, when I get done cutting out little things, kind of like how we fussy cut, I'll put them in baggies based off of season. But I could still, you know, snoop through there and look if I need another something. I thought this was pretty. It's just the top of a postcard. Okay. How we doing? Hmm. I've got so many different designs going at one time, you know what I mean? I've got, here, this would be cute for summer. I've got brights. That's the thing, is I'm going to be mixing a bunch of different styles, you know, like this bright pink and these duller Victorian prints. So I'll tie it together probably with some cream, some vintage cream. I'm just looking because these are always really fun to put on. So I think I'm just gonna cut that out. And then this could be like a top layer, go on a top layer, and I'm going to put it over with the Christmas just for now. But household, that's fun. And that purple one is fun. Could go with the spring, because I'm kind of leaning towards, you know, yellow and purple for the spring part. I feel like Cathe had some yellow somewhere in some of her things, but I haven't run across it yet. The reason I'm taking so much time on some of these to cut is because I might use them sooner than later. And it could very well be on the flight. And so I'm just not sure that I won't be taking pinking shears with me. And I'll just be taking, you know, you can take up to 4-inch scissors with scissors with up to 4-inch blades on the airline that I'm flying. And so oops. Oh. That would be considered a 5-inch blade. So it's a no-go. So I take my little Tim Holtz. It's pretty good for travel, you know, and they're super sharp, so that's always a bonus. Here's some more. This more than likely will not get done because I've taken projects before to Cathe's thinking, oh, I'm going to get so much done. And then we end up just doing so many other things that it doesn't happen. Then I'll have it for the flight back. Okay. Did the household already. I don't think I have these labels, which are fun. It's interesting because Cathe and I have so many of the same collection. A lot of these are from her collection and then she digitizes them. But I also have a label collection. Nothing like what she has, but you know, it's funny that we collect some of the same things. When we go to each other's house, we're always like, oh man, I have one of those. When a long time ago, before travel was more affordable. I mean, it's still expensive, but back when it was a little bit more less affordable, I'd say back in the 90s, etc. I remember Cathe and I hadn't seen each other in years. Of course, we talk all the time, but this is before Facebook and all of that. But our families have always been very close. But anyways, I had gone to see her. We had some of the same clothing. We had some of the same decor. It was super fun to see that stuff. You know, wondering, was it something we were influenced as children to get, you know, at the same time? Or was it just in our DNA that we like certain things, you know? But I found that to be pretty interesting. So we like a lot of the same things. And then there's things where we like similar things. And then there's things where, you know, we're just, you know, we're not on the same page. All right. That was not even in a bag. That was just laying in my bucket. What is this? Okay, I already went through that one. I'm not being very successful with a base. So let's get out. This is outdoorsy. Now this one is some yardage that I had purchased, so I like to wait to get into that if I don't find something else that I want, you know what I mean? Okay, I thought we were going to be laying out today, but I don't see that that's happening yet. Okay, this little bird. And I don't know, he could go on any part of the journal. I'm going to leave him up here because I want to cut him out a little bit better. But I think I'll do that a little later. This is another one. So, okay, so this is what I'm saying. So see this flat lay? You'll see the same things that are on here, on this, but it won't be collaged. An example. See this? This one's collaged, this one's not. So if that's something you want to, you know, look into to purchase, you can get the collaged or the flat lay, I think is what they call it. I'm not 100% sure. That strawberry would look pretty. Strawberries, can go right in the middle of summer and spring and summer. This is such a fun. Let's see if I can get that circle out with a little bit of an edge, and then I'll applique it on. It could go in the fall maybe. Okay. Oh my gosh, my nose is itching like crazy. All these little fibers. Alrighty. Here's some more. Look at that. These were all postcards. So pretty. Okay, so now we're getting into some flannel. So that blue would be very pretty in the, I'm just going to take a little bit because I don't want the whole page to have, you know, top to bottom. So that would be very pretty in the winter. And this would be pretty in the winter. I'm going to take just a few. I can always cut them smaller if I want. Look how pretty these are. Love them. I think I'm going to take this one out. We have a lot of these at our house. And they're so sweet. They're so delicate. I had taken a picture of a quilt at a quilt store where one of the people at the quilt store had made a quilt out of this outdoorsy. Oh my gosh, it was so pretty. And it was, I think I'll put some of this green in the summer. So I'm just going to take a clip of it. Anyways, they had made a quilt and they had banded, or what's it called? The border, you know, around each block and all was white. Oh my gosh, you guys, it was so pretty. This is a pretty fall color. Did I cut you? Okay. Get this pretty basket. The red does match Christmas pretty well. So let's take some of that and just put it in the Christmas baggie at some point. And look how beautiful that is. Wow. I'll take a big chunk of that. Love that. So vibrant. And then this is fishing. Lots of vintage fishing graphics. More birds. Okay, I think we have all of that. And you know, it comes in different colors, the different things. Where's the grass I cut? There it is. The grass comes in different colors, but that's the right one. Okay. Let's see if I have a different grass. That's pretty. Fishing in blue. Nope. Okay. These are mostly organized. Mostly. Okay. Alrighty. Let's get Christmas out. Oh gosh, we're a long ways on time, aren't we? Isn't that pretty? So that would be, I might take a big section of this and then trim it down once I see what's what. But this will help to bring the color scheme down just a little bit. Oh, and here's some pretty, what's that, Swiss dot? Swiss. Here's some bells. The bells, everything came in multiple color shades. I don't even know if that's right terminology, but and look at this. Aren't those fun? I have a collection of these glass garland. I love them so much. I think I'm going to hold off on that one because I think I'd do a different color. This one has great, you know, some really great word. That would be kind of fun to layer. Oh, embroidered initials. I was just looking embroidered initials up on Etsy today. That's funny. Okay. So see, here's that as well. There's this one. It's not very big, but you can see it comes in a different color. Comes in the red. I will put some of this on. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut down here and decide which I want on, because I'll probably just put a green one or just put a red one on. So that's the deal with that. And here this is in the green, which is beautiful, beautiful green. And then those, it's in the light blue. So this is going to be nice for, this might be nice as a transition piece from the winter and Christmas. And then I think we start all over. Okay. Is that it? It also comes in a cream. I'll show you that. How pretty that is. Do I want cream instead of white? I think I do, actually. So I bought this. You can see here, I bought this as a... What did I buy that as? Did I buy that as yardage, or is this part of my scraps? Let me just cut that across. I am I'm one of those people that love these red-capped mushrooms, and I've never been one for fads, but I loved them ever since I was a kid. I just love them. I'm not into like gnomes and, pardon me, things like that, but I just love these little red-capped mushrooms. Try to get Cathe to put red-capped mushrooms in every single thing that she does, every fabric, and she that's not really her thing, but she does have them in several things. I was just going to see, I saw this Sincere Wishes. This, so isn't, look at this. How fun is this? Look at. Isn't this adorable? All these wonderful things. Ooh, that would be pretty on the winter. Oh, I'm going to cut that out. Yes. Okay, so this is the green background, and this is the tan background. Love it. So I can put this on, and then I could like embroider around it or something. Or I could even stitch it to another piece of fabric and then embroider that on. There's so many different things. Okay, what's this one? Look at that. Isn't it just beautiful? The colors. So beautiful. All right. All right, I have one more bag to go through, if you can bear with me. And then that would be it for my Cathe Holden options. Put this back in. Okay, so the only one that I have left, I feel like I'm missing. I feel like I'm missing something here. Yeah. What is this? Oh, I love this. Yeah. This is really fun. So I'm going to take some of this, and you've seen this before on another, if you've followed me. I put one butterfly on another slow stitch, but I am going to take some here. Okay. Ugh, didn't do that very well. Okay, let me fold this real fast. Anyways, I'm going to take those butterflies and probably cut them apart. I think this is from, does it have a selvage? No. I think this is from her flea market mix or flea market. Oh gosh, I don't remember. It's hard for me to remember them all. But I think what I'm going to do is just cut me off some. This one is super fun because I'll take one of these tickets and I'll put it on a bulb pin, you know, wrap some lace around a little vase and put this on a bulb pin, and it looks so cute. This little, okay, and then this is her. I had to have this. What is this one? Oh, this is Cathe Holden Junk Journal. That's what this line is. Okay. She also has one that's recipes. But why don't we take a section? I always have to save the salvage. It's a proud sister thing. I don't cut her name off. I save them, and I'm going to do something with them one day. I just love them. So proud of her. Okay. Now, this will be able to be used for a lot of background, just like we do in junk journaling. Let's see. Maybe I'll cut another couple of pieces off. She's very talented. I'm excited to see her new line comes out March 2025. But I think she has a couple of them. Another one coming out? I can't remember now. But anyways, 2025 March is like a farmer's market. And it's really neat. Here's some more tags. Let me open this up a little bit, because I can see there's some that I wanna get. Try to cut close to the edge if there is anything, so I don't have to go deep in case I want to, you know, make something else. I like that. I like these two. I will cut them out a little bit better off camera, but this is like a back of a playing card, it looks like. And then there's more. It's pretty. Let's put this. Ooh, there's a violet. Let's put the violet. No, I like this blue one better, I think. Let's get that. Okay. That's going to go on the front for the spring. Let me see if I have another part of that, of those birds somewhere. Huh. I guess it repeats once. I guess it repeats once a yard. Where are those birds? Oh no, here it is. Yeah. Oh, I see it. It repeats up in the... Oh, okay. Well, let's get these birds out, because the other one's missing half of a bird. Ooh, and that yellow. Gosh, I'll get that yellow calendar too. Okay, you guys. Here, okay, so we're almost an hour. I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab some more fabric. And I'm going to get my desk organized. And then I'll be back for us to kind of lay it out. Okay? That way, you'll have an idea on my thought process. Everybody's different, but you'll have an idea on my thought process. Oh, there's a little yellow thing too. It's pretty. Okay. Alrighty, so again, thank you so much for joining and hanging out while I cut fabric. And I'm excited to see how it turns out. I never know how it's going to turn out either. And takes on its own personality, and then you'll see it go across country. I'll try to take some pictures as I'm working on this, or in the airport, or on our trips, if we're able to video or take photos. And then the photos, any photos I'll put on Instagram and or our little Facebook page, Joey and Jenny's Little Yellow House. Instagram's Joey143Jenny. All right. Okay, thanks everybody. Don't forget, we pray blessings over you, and we want you to know you're so loved. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.